Okay. Whoa, what?
I was trying to make the cat dance to the song.
Gaby, Nini.
Do you want to do it again so she can dance?
Wait, we're gonna do it again. We need to.
See, that's a
Priority.
You're pulling
That's
away.
that. Those are priorities
Thank
in
you.
our lives.
I don't even want to ask you how you are because I don't care. I'm going to talk about this immediately.
I think I need like I'm still processing.
When did you finish?
I think like what?
Did you finish last night?
Yes.
Hello,
So like
everybody. We're talking about Stranger Things today, but you know that because you read the title. Anyway.
I feel like the feeling I have right now, I need like a moment of silence, but at the same time I want to like scream.
See, I understand that, but the difference is that you were watching with your boyfriend, so you were late. I had that moment of silence, and I've been wanting to scream for. Which I think I finished watching this on Sunday, and I spit it out. I made it Sunday, thinking Emily's gonna be done by Monday, Tuesday, ish. Like I thought about this. I went to the movie theater. I saw Top Gun. Then I came back and I kept on watching Stranger Things. Stranger Things is a show that means a lot to me and Emily, and I feel like we sound like a disco rayado. But before we get haters on this is one of the shows that we bonded over to as well.
Yeah.
Like we bonded over our love for Dustin
And our love for Finn Wolfhard.
Also, Emily and I have this conspiracy theory that Finn Wolfhard is going to be John Mayer 2.0, and we're calling it today.
The way that I would pay to be like 15 or 16 so it can be like appropriate to be in love with this
Finn Wolfhard
kid.
He's so cool. He's so cool.
He's so cool. He's like so like exotic. I would have been
15-year-old.
He would have been like
same.
He would have been my crush. Like, and sometimes I say it, and my boy and Peter is like, Emily, that's inappropriate because he's a minor. And I'm like, I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just saying he's cute. Like, I'm not sexualizing.
1,000%. Like not into it right now, but I know for a fact that if I was 15, that would be my guy.
Oh my god, it would be like heart eyes.
Like, I watch the famous TikTokers, and I know for a fact that 15-year-old Gaby would have not liked Noah Bad. Like, no way. No fucking way. But Finn Wolfhard.
Gag. See those TikTokers.
Okay, my For You page has never fucking shown me those videos that are like,
oh my god, thank the mine neither. Thank the Lord.
I do have one friend, and I'm not gonna expose her, but like she keeps sending me these videos because she likes those videos, and I'm like, bitch, you're gonna fuck up my For You page. If you fuck up my For You page, is perfect.
Like, the reason I was so adamant to download TikTok was like, I don't want to see these fuckers dance.
I literally got TikTok because I got a job on TikTok.
And my ex co-worker, she was like, dude, I swear, like, the thing tailors to your likes and whatever. And I was still very, suspicious. And eventually I downloaded it when I went to LA because I wanted recommendations. Mm-hmm. And, I dig it. I dug it. I dig it. Like, it showed me good content, not fuckers dancing, and we love it.
This is a good moment to plug in our TikTok. So Emily is gonna put a thing here on the edit for our TikTok. You can follow us. I promise to be more active. Anyway, okay. I went to see the Stranger Things hashtag on TikTok. I was like, I don't know if this happened to you, but I was stressing the fuck out about spoilers.
Oh, me too.
He's like,
I didn't see any spoiler. What spoiler did you see?
I
You told me you saw a spoiler.
I saw that I saw somebody tweet that like please don't Will Byers gay. He's already had it hard enough.
Oh, I also saw that. I didn't consider it a spoiler, honestly.
I didn't. I thought it was a spoiler because I thought it was gonna be a plot point. But then I was talking to my friend on the phone, and we watched season 3 together. And okay, my friend did not like the ending of this season, like the last 2 episodes. He said it was too Darth Vader, and I was like, "Listen, Carl, shut the fuck up. I cannot handle your negativity right now. Goodbye." But anyway, he was like, "No, bitch, we talked about this when we were watching the show." Because Carl's a complete total homosexual. So we're watching the show together and we're watching it, and he's also a writer, and we're like, this bitch is queer coded. Will Byers is queer coded. But like shit happened in like season 3, fucking Maya Hawke was there, so we forgot. So I guess it wasn't a spoiler, but I fully thought I was being spoiled and I got triggered. I also saw a different spoiler. But that's because I'm a dumb bitch. I this is the tomfoolery that I constantly find myself in. One of my passions is so movie billing or like TV show billing. I always wanted, like, Lena and I do this shit all the time. Like, we're watching a movie. Lena's my roommate for the people that are just listening to this episode. We like try to guess whose name's gonna come up first and who's gonna be and with like the big billing names. And I watched this thing and I was like, why the fuck does Jimmy Campbell Bower have such a big billing? Like, why is his name up so early? He's a minor character. Like, why?
Who's that character?
Number 1.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, but I was really confused. I was like, why is his name so like big? He's not like what?
Like, he ain't Winona, you know?
Yeah, like he's not Winona. He's not the kids. Like, why is he up so early? So I looked it up on IMDb, and then it said Vecna. So I knew he was fucking Vecna, but I didn't know he was number 1. I knew he was Vecna from like the 2nd episode. Isn't that awful?
That's so awful.
But like, honestly, I thought about it. Like, I
knew that character like one before we knew he was one, just like the nurse or whatever his role was. I knew he was gonna be something because I saw a tweet where I don't remember what it said. They just said something about his acting.
I don't know if understands the assignment, something like that.
Something like that. And I was like, but he's a nurse. Like, they hadn't brought him up, but like, you know, very late into the episodes. So I don't know, but I knew he was gonna be relevant.
I mean, I thought he was gonna be Vecna for sure, but I didn't know that he was gonna be the kid. That fucking my brain was like, no.
Like the flashback, like that had me.
Okay, I want you to understand that when this happened to you, you have Peter with you. I was by myself.
No, but okay, so we watched it together. So yesterday we were like FaceTiming, watching it. So it's like moral support, but at the same time, I am by myself.
Okay. No, this season was a lot. Yeah. I think I've watched every Stranger Things season by myself. A lot. I had to pause on the middle of the Dear Billy episode. It's like couldn't handle it, and I walked to the little store. I got myself a bottle of wine, and then I came back because I was having heart palpitations.
My God, that episode lives in my heart rent free.
For
Like,
sure. For sure, for sure.
I think I'm gonna like rewatch that episode. Like, I need to rewatch just that episode.
I have so many feelings.
Sadie Sink,
Is everything. She's
everything.
truly like, okay, so I knew she was a great actor. It's like, she's great in this show. And then she did that Taylor Swift film, and I was like, damn, Bestie can act.
Yeah.
And then she did Dear Billy, and I'm like, where is her Oscar, an Emmy for Sadie Sink? Like,
No.
I am so
Like,
sorry to Millie Bobby Brown. Millie, is that her name? Millie Bobby.
Millie Bobby Brown.
I'm so sorry to Millie Bobby, but Sadie Sink absolutely stole your spot.
I don't even know how to proceed this episode. Like, what should we talk about?
I don't even know. Me
not
neither. Who do you care the least about on the show? Is it Millie Bobby Brown?
No, so it's either like Jonathan.
Dude, or I told you my theory about Jonathan, right?
I don't remember. I think you did, but I don't remember.
Okay, people listening / watching, nobody has a worse life on the fucking Stranger Things cinematic universe than Jonathan fucking Bieber. Nobody cares about him. He's not even, like, his trauma's not valid. He didn't go to the Upside Down. Nobody cares. He's
never been.
What?
He's never been to the Upside Down.
He's never been. He's just there. Nancy's pulling all the weight in this relationship. He's just there. And he's short, because I Googled it. So I was like,
okay, but side note, I love them in real life, though.
I think it's cute, too. In real life.
They're very cute. They, they're freaking aesthetic as fuck.
Dude, I also have a theory that is the one actor that's not going to survive this show. Like, I don't think...
Jonathan?
Yeah, no, the actor, the guy. I don't think he's going to be able to be on anything else.
No, he's not.
Not that good. He's not, like, people don't stan him.
No.
Like, I hope I'm wrong, because it really makes me sad when somebody's, like, a part of an iconic show and then their career, like, doesn't, like, move forward. But
he doesn't need to do anything else.
I know, but, like, I think it would kind of suck to, like, not.
Yeah.
I mean, he did get that girl pregnant, and then he has a child with not another woman.
That's right.
And he did. Oh my God, I forgot about this. He got busted for drugs in LA in the airport.
And he couldn't come to the premiere or something, right?
That was so funny. Oh my God.
But yeah, Jonathan, I couldn't give a bigger shit. He's an average older brother. I mean, he does give, he does, give Will some pep talks, but like nothing out of this world.
Like he does this whole thing when he was talking to the best friend.
What?
His new best friend.
Oh,
Argyle, yes. Okay, whenever that actor shows up on a movie or a TV show, I'm super happy to see him. He plays the same fucking character in every show and TV movie, and I love him every time.
I feel like I've seen him before, but this is the first time I actually
on Booksmart. Do you watch Booksmart?
Yes. What did he do?
The guy that ends up hooking up with the teacher.
Yes. Oh, wait. Ahora voy para el cuarto.
Your family literally is sabotaging the show.
I don't understand, and you can hear my voice, like through the door, and he's hearing me speak in English, and he's still.
Do you want to say happy?
No, the disrespect. So, Argyle, we love him.
I absolutely love him. He's the best.
Jonathan, honestly, I mean, I was talking today with Jana, and like, besides Argyle, just the California crew didn't do anything
Oh,
substantial this season.
absolutely not. Like I was thinking about this yesterday. Like I don't care about them.
Like, and not even like their mission. Like, oh, they want to find 11. So, like, don't you know what's happening in fucking
Yeah, like
Hawkins?
Hawkins. Also, it's crazy to me that this is the '80s and they can't text.
It's dude. The only fun part from the California crew. I mean, honestly, when the military or the evil military arrived at the house and they started shooting, I was like,
Yo,
bitch. Like the acting was fire. Like I was
no, they're
actually
great.
seeing like the reaction in like Will's and Mike's face.
So good.
10 out of 10. So I'll give
Also,
them that.
fuck you. What about that time that Millie Bobby Brown fucking smacked that girl in the face?
Oh, no, I'm talking about the California crew without 11
Okay.
because 11. We'll talk about the smack in a minute. But like that part when they like bombard the house, freaking icon. I love how they just jump in the van like fucking hit like let's go. And
I
Arlo was
just
like
love how Argyle's like, okay, sure, let's go.
no questions asked.
Like
And
very
honestly,
good
it was
family. Like honestly, think about this for a second. This is a teenager, so he'd be like what 17? He's 17. He works a part-time job at a
ooh,
pizza shop. Argyle.
no, isn't he in college with Jonathan?
No, Jonathan and Argyle are both seniors. I think because Jonathan's gonna go to college with
No, because
Nancy.
Jonathan. Wait a minute. I thought Jonathan and Nancy had graduated
No,
already. Con razón.
Jonathan's no, they're seniors. And
But okay.
so like this
Ah,
just caught on.
because okay, I get it now because in season 2, Steve was the senior.
Yeah,
He hadn't graduated.
yeah.
Yeah, and in
He was
season
a
3
senior.
they were in summer. Yeah, yeah. I was confused because since they were working in season 3 in the Hawkins whatever post, I
Yeah.
thought it was like a job, but it was an internship. Okay, yeah. Sorry,
No, you're
little,
good. It's I just
but yeah,
love that Argyle just yeeted with a bunch of kids in this pizza van
and
and
a
a dead
bleeding man.
body.
No, honestly, I think it was very fun how they actually went and visited Susie.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that was hilarious.
that was
Honestly,
my
that like they have
favorite. I love
many children. They're like Mormon or something, so they don't believe in
protection,
like conscience. Yeah.
pulling out.
So that was
None of it.
hilarious. Like every child in that house, 10 out of 10, loved the little like
Okay, the little
looked
director
like a
kid.
the director kid and the actress girl like yes, and the kid with the bow and arrow like Nicola,
Yeah.
hilarious. And when they're like and when they're like printing and like hacking,
Mhm.
Susie says something like blah 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 internet, and Jonathan is like, wait, what's the internet? She's like, it's gonna be huge, and for a minute it was like, dude, and then it was like, bitch,
It's the 80s.
it's the 80s. There's like no,
It's
because
crazy.
I'm a fan of Friends, as you all
Mhm.
know, and even like in Friends, you see the evolution of like not the internet, but like cell phones and like the laptops that looked like a fucking
Mhm.
cardboard box. And even then, they were like, "Oh, emails, they're huge. They're gonna be huge." And that's not like late 90s. This is fucking 80s. But yeah,
It's
that's
just
wild.
so foreign to us. Really, like the idea of not being able to do stuff is crazy.
But
I
yeah, so the California crew
okay, no, but like my
didn't.
favorite about the California crew is when they're trying when they're trying to convince the grown-ups, Jonathan and fucking Argyle, that Susie is a good hacker, and then
Uh huh.
they're like, no, she's a child. Like, what are you doing? And then she like comes through. I thought that
Love
was
it.
so funny, and I loved uh Argyle being in love with Eden immediately.
That was awesome.
That was
I love
really
that.
cute, and like
Yeah.
honestly, hashtag justice for Eden. Like that.
What a nightmare living in that
What
house.
a nightmare. the kids that were
Nightmare.
cooking for no fucking reason. Also, but like Nightmare, but they came fucking through for Susie. Susie
Yeah,
said, "I need all of you to like commit," and
go
they
fuck.
all did. Where was Eden?
Yeah.
Smoking a blunt. We didn't see her.
But yeah, so in order to wrap just California, let's address
Uh-huh.
the smack.
Okay, so
So
we had two personal revelations. We spoke about this briefly while watching that scene. What revelation did you have, Emily?
what we were talking about
Yeah,
yesterday,
the difference between you and me.
just in general, I hate violence. Like, I've grown up in a household, like, I'm the older one. Me and my brother were 7 years apart, and me and my sister were 10 years apart. So, and my brother has always been, not a troublemaker. So he has never hit me, punch me, anything. So, like, I've never received like a sibling punch, like nothing. So I believe that's why I am so uncomfortable in watching like violence in movies and series. Like, I often mute like the scenes where they were like beating the shit out of Hopper, the Russians. I put mute. I
Crazy shit I've ever
feel
been
like maybe I'm too unempathetic,
No,
and I
no, absolutely not. I am very empathetic and I fucking love violence. Like oh my god, my mom worked so hard, Emily, to like not have me consume violence as a child. Like I don't think you get it. Like growing up, my brother was not allowed to have like toy guns.
But did you fight with your brother?
I mean, we fought, but like nothing crazy. I do remember vividly this one time that I was hitting him and he wouldn't hit me back because a las mujeres no se les pega ni con un pétalo de rosa. So I was going
Love it.
fucking ham, right? And then my brother goes to my mom and he's like, "Mommy, you need to tell her to stop hitting me because she hits hard." And yeah, and then I remember that moment vividly. But we didn't like we're not big fighters. I think I love like fight scenes, and I
I
love like
don't.
I love like blood, like Quentin Tarantino shit. I'm like, yes, stab him, blood, fuck it up, boom, boom. So like when 11 hit her, I was like, hit her again, hit her again.
I was all for that. Like, what I told Peter, like the way I mean, this is like my non-confrontational self speaking. I told Peter, like, in order to not get in trouble, I would have just go and like slap the fucking hell out of her, or like, I don't know, done something less bloody. But I'm all for what she did. I mean, she fucking deserved it.
What I want to know is why everybody else on that rank was pretending like it was undeserved. Like y'all saw this, right? You saw how much of a bitch she was. Why are you?
She just fucking humiliated her,
No.
and everyone was part of it.
Okay.
Like,
Also, the idea that the police was gonna arrest this little girl for hitting another girl is the whitest shit I've seen in my life. Central America could never. Central America would never. It would be like,
dude,
we have real issues. We're
dude,
not
but
dealing with
like,
you.
I told Gabby yesterday, like, dude, I get that 11, she is the hero, and she has saved the day every season. I get it. I respect her. But at the same
I
time,
don't fuck with her. We don't
as
fuck with her. I don't fuck with
as we say in Spanish, está como el huevo.
I don't like her. I don't like.
Is está como el huevo. I don't even know how to say in English. Like,
I don't think there's a translation for está como el huevo.
okay, just picture an egg. What's the energy of
And
an
then
egg?
like this, like not moving.
Like, just like, what's the energy of an egg? That's 11.
That's 11. An egg. Yep. No.
Dude, I mean, they arrest you, entre comillas. They arrest you and they ask you, why did you do this? And she just sits there like, I don't know. Bitch, tell them. They've been fucking bullying me for a fucking year. They're making fun of my dead dad.
Yeah. Like
How
what
do you
the fuck? Also,
how do you expect me
why is she
to
lying it to Mike?
And like 11 is white. I get if she was black or something, they would
Yeah,
never believe her.
exactly. She's
But
not fucking Caucasian. Like, what are you
like,
talking about?
use your privilege. Like the fucking Angela Fula de Farmacia, that fucking
Oh my
blonde hair is
god.
fake because she
That
has
was the
eyebrows.
white woman tears. Angela was like, I'm ready. Like, she performance of a
I,
lifetime.
I mean, 10 out of 10 performance. Very, very convincing because I was infuriated with her.
No,
I just couldn't with that
no.
character, which,
11
she
needs.
understood the assignment,
Mhm.
she made us feel feelings of hate.
I don't know if there's very few characters that spike so much hatred in me. I think there's Angela, there's fucking Umbridge in Harry Potter. Are you not a Harry Potter girly?
I am, of
Okay.
course I am.
Okay, because I was gonna fight you. I was like, I'm not your friend anymore if you're not a Harry Potter girly.
No, yeah, yeah. I was nodding like, yeah,
No,
that
dude,
bitch.
like I am okay. I can deal with Voldemort, but Umbridge, fuck no,
No, no.
absolutely not.
I'm thinking of another, but I can't. You're more. You think quicker than me, but yeah,
So yes,
I
that's our
can't think.
thoughts on the California crew.
Yeah, we're
Hawkins,
not gonna touch base with
they
that.
don't
So
need more attention. I just wish 11 would have like. Why the fuck is she not telling Mike how it is? Like Mike's a big loser in Hawkins. Like,
okay, so yeah, what the fuck?
what's the point? I don't
Mike's
get
the
it. Like,
like. Why is the need to lie? I mean, we kind of understand
friends
sort of
don't
why she
lie.
has.
Her whole thing is friends don't lie. Why is she lying?
I mean, we kind of understand her background now because she was bullied and she had that in her, like, in su inconsciente. We kind of learned that she was bullied even in like Hawking's lab. So, I mean, I give her like half a point as of like where this insecurity stems from. But at the same time, bitch, friends don't lie.
That's
So don't lie.
the audacity of the month. Like, absolutely
And like, but I do kind of get her when she says like, from Mike, from Mike.
not. Oh
I'm
no,
like,
that she was pulling the fucking receipts.
I was like, you get
Oh
another
my
point. I was
god,
like, Mike, get the fucking cuesta. Like,
Mike,
is it so hard
really?
to write love Mike? Just write love Mike.
Oh my god, I was like, I am never on 11's side. Like, except when she's like
Me
battling
neither.
fucking demons. If she's battling like demons and aliens, I'm like, okay, I'm siding with 11. But the audacity of this man to not write love Mike
That was,
from Mike? No.
and I love when she left him the note. Like, I went back to become a superhero or something, and she's like, from 11.
That was so petty, as she should. As she fucking
No.
should.
Point 11.
Okay,
That's
so
it. But I'm
I have a conspiracy theory that Millie Bobby Brown had a crush on Finn Wolfhard, and Finn Wolfhard didn't like her back. And then she ended up dating Will, the guy. And I think they're still together. And this is honestly like,
no.
are they not together anymore?
Millie's dating like a weird rapper actor.
Is that not Olivia
Yeah.
Rodrigo?
No, I'll send it. I'll put him here.
Okay.
I believe I have a conspiracy theory that Millie Bobby Brown, because she rose to fame at such a young age, she's always wanted to like compensate for being, young. And she always wants to look older. And now I feel she's like,
She's in drag.
I feel she's
She's
sort of
literally
like,
in drag.
oh, and I and I feel that she's kind of like, oh, I'm above Stranger Things. That's for like babies. And she's dating this guy that has the hair, has like black and white hair, like this rapper kind of like TikToker aspect.
I can't.
Looks like Lil
Okay.
Thuggy. ¿Cómo se llama
Olivia-
the guy that dated Charlie D'Amelio, like little thuggy thug, whatever. Same, same vibe. Like, ew. But
Disgusting.
yeah,
But like, it's
not
not
dating
fun.
with.
Okay, out of the main children, I don't really claim 11. Like, I have to because she's like the main character, I guess. But I have a
Oh,
really hard time claiming Lucas.
okay, but wait. Before we go to Hawkins,
What?
since Hawkins is the fucking like Eye of the Storm is this season, let's just talk a little bit about Nevada. You know, what
Oh
the
shit,
fuck? Brenner is
Nevada.
alive.
Okay.
Brenner is alive. What the hell?
I don't
Like,
even.
how did he survive though?
I don't. I fully believe it. Like, if there's something I've learned from watching TV, if you don't see a body,
That's true.
they might be alive. What I
But I loved like a little explanation as they did with Hopper.
mhm.
But they just show him with a scar on his face. It's like, okay,
I would have
okay.
like honestly. I understand why you want an explanation, but like I was stressing the fuck out about so many other things I didn't really care.
Yeah, I know. It was me like, and like the fact that I don't hate him as much as I hated him the first season.
Which one, Hopper?
No, Brenner.
Brenner. Brenner.
I don't hate him now. Like, I
Brenner's
don't
the
know why.
doctor, right? Brenner's Papa.
The
Oh, Papa.
Papa.
Papa, fuck Papa. Like, honestly, I am trying to not, like, hate Papa, but fuck Papa.
I don't hate him as much now. I don't know why. I mean, he's helping 11 though.
Because he has no fucking choice. Literally,
I
like,
don't know.
he's literally helping 11 because, like, the world's gonna go down if he doesn't.
Well, I think I'm kind of gaslighting myself
You're
because
fully
I'm
gaslighting
kind of
yourself. Oh,
I'm looking back. So I'm looking back, and yes, what this man did was awful to all of the children. You know, it was not personal to 11, but we thought it was personal because in season one we never saw the children.
mm-hmm.
So now that it's not personal, you know, it is fucked up. But you know, so is the United States government in general. They're all fucked up. So this guy's just a victim of the government.
Oh, he's a victim. White man doctor is a victim.
No, as in like, you know, he got a job there and that's his purpose now. So I don't know. I kind of don't hate him as much now as I hated him the first season. I don't see him as a villain.
I strongly
It's like,
dislike. Okay, I think he's an antagonist. He's not a villain anymore.
yes, he's like an anti-hero, more antagonist than anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
Like first season, I saw him
Villain.
fully as like
He's
villain.
a villain.
Like he was in the same like level as a Demogorgon. Like you know, but
yeah, Bob
bitch, you better
Demogorgon.
like bitch, you better die. But now it's like, okay, you're back. We don't love it, but you know, there's bigger things going on. So I kind of don't hate you now. I hate Angela more than you.
Yeah, Angela.
And Angela is not fucking up with the government and with kids. I mean, with kids, but
we really do hate Angela.
Yeah, I kind of rather. I mean, if it were like fuck, marry, kill, I would kill Angela and either marry or fuck Brenner.
Yeah, Angela's a minor, so I would hope you wouldn't fuck Angela. But
no, I'm just talking like personality wise. We're not looking at age, personality wise.
Okay,
but yeah, so Nevada fucked up. Brenner's alive. Owens, which is the other scientist, you better pull through. And you know, as in the flashbacks, we'll talk about that later on.
Why didn't he kill one? That's my question. Why didn't he kill number one?
I don't know. Maybe he wanted it as you know, como as bajo la manga, like you know, last minute trick. I don't know.
Oh Jesus! Like he sucks, dude.
I know. Wait.
What?
I don't remember now. But did Juan do something when he was a child that they had to like?
No, they like so. Before we know that one is one, he's talking about the existence of one.
And then he got too powerful? Wasn't that?
Yeah, that's what he said. That he got too powerful and that Papa couldn't control him. So that's why he got rid of him. Which is obviously not true because he was clearly controlling you with whatever the fuck you had on your neck. So
I mean, I think maybe they didn't kill him because, you know, he can be
an asshole.
something to use against the Soviets, you know.
So, okay,
And
something I find really funny is the American insistence of making Russia the villain always.
yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
It's so funny to me. Like, I love it. I think it's really funny. And I don't know how the Russians feel about it, but I hope they think it's funny too.
Yeah. But yeah, so what I was saying, maybe they put him under that chip because they thought like, oh, maybe he'll mature and be more obedient. Because maybe when you're a child, you're not that obedient. I don't know. That's my little theory. But so yeah, Nevada shit going down. But that
Crazy.
was in Hawkins. The flashbacks were in Hawkins. So let's go to Hawkins then. Let's talk about the fuck is going on in Hawkins.
I have never wanted people to be able to communicate more than I did watching this show.
I mean, this is gonna sound super mean, but
Yeah.
I did not miss Mike or Will or Jonathan in the action in Hawkins.
Wait, hold up. Me neither. Me fucking neither. I thought I would. And it's not because of Lucas. Like, Lucas could leave.
Yeah.
Dustin and this bitch, Sadie Sink and Steve were pulling the weight. Like, they were fine. And I don't really like Nancy either. Like, I don't.
But she's fucking fierce, dude.
Yeah. Like, I feel bad about not liking Nancy because Nancy's a badass bitch. Like, I have no reason.
I have nothing against her. I like her.
Like, I just find her boring, but she gets shit done. She's really smart.
She's fucking badass. Like, I wouldn't do an ounce of what she's doing. Like, I would just go and crawl in my bedroom.
Okay, everybody hypes her up though, and I feel like nobody is talking about Robin and that scene where she pulls the fucking feminism card out of her asshole to be able to talk to the guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome.
That was so smart. That was so smart. I was like, bitch. Yeah.
I do find sometimes that I know Robin is supposed to be very quirky. I do sometimes find her, like, okay, you can stop talking now. Like, you're getting me nervous. Which I get, that's the point of her character. Like, she's supposed to, like, get you rattled up. Like, I get it. But she's an amazing. I love her character. She's like what Steve needed as a friend, definitely. We love it.
Do you think Steve's gonna die? I mean, is that the thing that you were stressing about? Because it's the thing I'm stressing about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did no. Okay, so okay.
It's not gonna be okay if he dies.
I don't know, because they're not gonna kill any of the kids. That's like immoral. That's immoral. Like,
dude,
it's fucked up.
If Steve dies, it's gonna be so fucked up. Because, like, if you think
about
it,
for the grown-ups, they're not gonna kill Jonathan because I feel Joyce Byers has been through enough. So they're not gonna kill Jonathan. So Nancy, I don't think they're gonna kill her either. Robin they're gonna kill a boy, a man. So it's either gonna be Owens, Murray, but Murray is never in the action. I think Owens va pa'lante. Owens, they're gonna kill him
for sure.
Because of the evil military, they're gonna kill him.
Sure.
You'll see. But as in young adults, I think Eddie, they're also gonna, like, because I hadn't thought about it, but Jana told me today, like, dude, there's a scene in the trailer where he's playing a guitar in the Upside Down. And Jana was like, dude, maybe he's like sacrificing himself, like distracting Vecna or something, and like playing the guitar. And like he has nothing to lose because the uncle doesn't give a shit, clearly. and everybody hates him, and everybody wants him dead. So he's gonna sacrifice himself. So
I would,
Eddie, va
I
para
would
adelante
love
también.
that for Eddie. I love Eddie, but I would love that for Eddie. I'm gonna be mad if the thing about that gives me so much pesar is that okay, Steve is the only one that's been on this since day one that he had no skin in the game. He was genuinely in this because it was the right thing to do. Like his little brother was not in this shit. He didn't know any of these people.
Yeah.
Like he literally like stumbled upon this crazy shit and he said, "Okay, I'm gonna go help."
And kept coming back because
Yeah,
it's
and
like
kept
season
coming back. He has no skin
two
in the
was
game.
like Dustin was like, "Go, come help me with the demo dog," and Steve was like, "What?" He could have just turned around and said, "Like, bitch, no," and he
Yeah,
went.
he could have literally said He could have said no for it.
So like, so what Jana sent me, that literally sent me.
Jana's our friend, people. We have friends.
Jana was my roommate in college. We love her. Where is it? Give me a second. Okay, Jana.
If
She
he
sent me
dies,
like
he better die sacrificing himself for Dustin and
so.
not
She
fucking
so
Nancy.
she told she told me that the internet theory is that one of either Nancy or Steve. The internet theory is that either one of them goes, like dies,
Mm-hmm.
and sent me a tweet like said, I'm gonna put it here. Do you guys ever think about how Nancy and Steve having a bit of a thing is just a sign that he is going to die? Because I do. And then she sent me another
Mm-hmm.
screenshot. I feel like the only explanation for them doing this shit with Steve and Nancy, then making Nancy get possessed by Vecna, is that Steve will die sacrificing himself for her, which I hate. First off, don't kill him. Secondly, not like this, not through Stancy. So yeah.
That
Now,
that
now
makes sense. That makes sense. And oh my god,
that's,
but it.
that's what I hate. That's what I hate. It makes so much
I
sense.
know, and like story wise, God, I'm gonna be so fucking mad if he dies for Nancy. Also,
And
like,
I'm like reading, I'm reading one of the replies of the tweet, and it says like, no, for real, they're gonna like almost kiss and he's gonna die and Nancy will go back to Jonathan. Dude, that's gonna be horrible.
God, no. I want to be wrong though. I want us to be wrong, and I wouldn't be shocked if we're wrong because like that's what makes sense.
I'm not ready for that to happen, but honestly, he has been such an heroic character that it's very on brand
Oh,
for
for
him. Like,
sure.
dude, he just like
He keeps
without
coming.
without thinking, he went to the fucking Watergate melee, like,
Yeah,
ooh, let's see what's in there. And then, like,
dude.
come
If
on,
this
he's so
bitch, if
perfect.
he dies, I am terrified of him dying. Like, oh my
I
god,
feel
dude.
I would not be the same person
I'm
if
gonna
he
have
died.
okay. This is what's gonna happen if he dies. Do you remember when fucking Iron Man died on the
Yeah.
Avengers? That's gonna be me.
Mhm.
This is my Iron Man.
But like Iron Man wasn't, he was of like 50. He lived his
Right? He
life.
was fucking 50.
Like
Also, like we know nothing
Steve,
about Steve.
Steve
Like
has,
who are his parents? We don't know anything.
but like him as a person, he
He's
has
the
a
best
long life
one.
ahead.
God, I'm gonna
He can
cry.
die.
Okay, but like
No.
also on a lighter note, when Sadie Sink, I forget her name, the character's name.
Max?
Max. Okay, yes, Max. When Steve takes his shirt off and Max is fully ogling, I was like, yes, that's my girlie. That was amazing. I
Love
loved
it.
it because Lucas was like, "Why is he so hairy?" And then Dustin was like, "I said the same thing, but he says chicks dig it." And then Max was like, "I was like, me too, Max. Same energy."
Oh my god. So yeah, so we established that Steve supremacy
Steve
in
supremacy.
this
Honestly,
podcast.
I wouldn't mind. This is what I want. I want Steve to almost die, not die, almost die, Eddie can go die. I love him, but he served his purpose.
Yep.
I also really I really like Eddie, like as a character. I really appreciate how he full on told Steve, like, hey, I was gonna let you go die. Like if it wasn't for these two psychos, you were a goner, and that was fine by me. I really respect that. And I also really respect him being like, I fucking hate you because you are popular and rich and you're like a cool guy. Fuck.
Yeah, like how come you're not a douchebag?
Like,
Like that just doesn't happen.
yeah, like I like their bromance.
I love when he's like, yeah, Dustin, he idolizes you, blah blah blah, and he's like, I usually don't care what that little shrimp kid like thinks. When he says shrimp, that was just so funny. I don't know why.
I thought it was funny too. I love him. I think he's great. And
Oh,
like,
but like, okay, so let's talk about Dustin. Like the fact that he's fucking genius.
no, also thank you, Robin, for pointing it out. Because Dustin has been a fucking genius child the entire show, and nobody's giving him flowers.
I
Everybody.
mean, the only time I've been pissed at Dustin is in season 2 when he didn't kill the fucking dart, like the. I don't care if you want to be the next Charles Darwin. Fucking
It
kill
was
that
a
shit.
pet.
Like you just barely survived last year, the fucking Demogorgon shit, and now you're like, ooh, I discovered a new species. If you don't know what it is, fucking kill
Okay,
it. It ended up being
I
I mean, there
understood him because that's something I would do.
no, no. I would have fucking killed that shit. I mean, at the end of the day, there were more demo dogs. It was not that this demo dog gave birth to the others, but still, like, what the fuck? That's the only time I've been like, bitch, te la cagaste. Like,
Like,
you fuck.
for sure.
But it was for scientific reasons. I give him half a point. But besides that, he's been a fucking genius. Like, when he started just like adding everything up, like, dude, everywhere that Vecna kills,
He's so
the
the
fucking
smartest
cave,
people on this show are Dustin and
it's
Erica.
amazing. It's Erica is my
Erica,
queen.
Erica is a fucking genius. Like honestly, every time she's on screen, I'm so excited. Like I just want to see what she says.
I love her interactions. Like every time she speaks to an adult or a young adult, the clapbacks are just
The
fucking
clapbacks are
iconic.
iconic, and what I
Like
love.
favorite part, my top 3 favorite parts in season 3 are like when she encounters Murray, and Murray is like, "Why is this child speaking to me?" She's like, "What the fuck, bald head? Like I'm 10 or like whatever." Like love it. She just doesn't give a shit who's talking to
She
her.
does
It can
not
be the
respect
president of the
authority.
United States. It can be the president of the United States, and she's gonna like
Literally.
fucking let you know what's up. Fucking iconic, Erica. I
She
love
really
her.
like she's the one character that I think it's interesting. There's no code switching with her. Like she talks to everybody with the same fucking attitude. Because you can see how like all the other kids like talk to their parents differently or talk differently to each other. Like the power dynamics are
Yeah.
like Erica's fucking spitting the same attitude for everybody, and
And
I love her
I
for it.
respect that. I respect that because I'm not that way, and I will never be that.
I don't I don't think I'm fully that way. I'm more that way than you for sure, but not at Erica level. Erica is supreme. That was incredible.
Yeah. So Erica, we love her.
Also, Loco,
Dustin,
she figured out the thing with the lights. That was crazy.
yeah,
That she figured it out. Nuts. Actually
genius.
nuts.
Dude,
Genius.
did you You told me you rewatched season 3, like
No, I didn't.
when
You
Dustin
did.
gave her the argument. What?
You did. I didn't rewatch.
Oh, I heard you saying that you rewatched season
Oh
3.
no.
God.
I no,
Oh,
I can't. I can't go
there's
through
a
that.
part. There's a part where like Dustin and Erica are in like the vents
Mhm.
or like the air ducts. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, you're a nerd, blah blah blah. And she's like, no. He's like, dude, you like My Little Pony. My Little Pony has this, and that. Ergo, nerd shit. And she's like, love it.
I
But
like
yeah,
kind of ship her with Dustin, which is weird because like he's like 14, 15, and she's 11.
we ship them in kind of a friendship way, like they
Yeah,
should be
like I
besties.
want them to be homies for like I don't care about Lucas. Lucas can leave.
Dude, let's talk about Lucas. Lucas,
The only reason
I
I care about Lucas is because Max cares about Lucas. The moment Max stops caring about Lucas, I will no longer care about that man.
the way I was so disappointed in him this season, like, yes, I'm not saying that playing sports is bad for you, but bitch, you changed because of the sport.
Yes.
Okay? Okay? Like,
Oh,
sir, you
that made
were
me so mad.
siding with bullies, and not just bullies, fucking white supremacists. And I don't care that
Okay,
group
that
of
was
friends, they
crazy
were,
though. Not only white
they
supremacists, the satanic panic, when they tied it to the satanic panic, I was like, this is insane.
yeah.
This is
And
perfect
I
writing.
in the basketball friend group, I know there was diversity. There was like two black like friends.
Yeah,
I don't care. The main man, the main fulo, the main blonde guy, white supremacist. He just
for sure.
needs like a little KKK thing. Like, bitch.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Sorry, that guy made me nervous in the bad way.
He was stressing me the
I
fuck out. It also like really sent like okay, so many things about all of this sent me. One, the whole Lucas thing was like driving me nuts because I remember being in middle school and having friends that like were my friends, like we were great friends, and then have them switch up when we like went to high school because they wanted to be cool and I wasn't, so they just like switched up their personalities, and then they would like hang out with me later like in secret, and I was like trigger warning, trigger warning. Like it was awful. And then
awful.
also watching this whole thing, this man, when he was like riling up all the adults at the fucking town hall, I was like, you motherfuckers.
I was like feeling so much.
I was losing it.
Like Mike's mom stress. I was with her. I was like, bitch. She was.
Mike's
And you know what?
mom, Mike's mom didn't even get to fuck Billy, and she, that made me sad. I know that's rape, but I really wanted it to happen.
Yeah, me too. But you know, I want these. I want these parents to like know what's happening. I want them so much to like find out.
Believe that Mike's mom would believe them. I don't think Mike's dad sucks.
Okay,
Oh my god.
sucks, but he's very funny though. I love how like unamused he is and how uninterested. It's
Dude,
like,
I have you ever met somebody like that? Like he's literally I had this friend who's canceled, but her dad was literally that man and I could not believe it. It was crazy.
or,
No.
but yeah, my next mom would definitely like get in the trenches with them and like
1,000%. I'm not sure about Lucas's parents. I'm on the fence about them. Um Dustin's
Dustin's mom would go and like,
she's not gonna be okay. She's gonna pass out. She's not helpful.
oh yeah, she's not gonna help at all. But what
Not
was
that
it?
she
What
doesn't
was
want to, but she's just not gonna be helpful.
she's very weak.
She'll
But
have
yeah,
like
so
snacks ready after.
love it. And with the cat, with
Literally.
Mrs. Well, I don't remember the name of the cat. But so yeah, Lucas is fucking canceled. What the fuck is wrong with you, mister? Like you gained 0.1 points for misleading the little supremacy gang into Hopper's cabin. That's it. Like fuck you. You
Okay,
should have been there from the start.
but like, wasn't it crazy that the like psychotic teenagers convinced an entire town hall of people that it
That was
was Satan
that was fucking
in
insane.
like 3 seconds? And then I was like, yeah, this is 1,000% what would happen. Like mass
Oh
hysteria,
yeah,
and like
yeah,
1,000%.
yes,
And I can't
yes,
believe
and
I felt bad for the cops. Like I felt bad for the cops. The only time I feel bad for cops is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, and it's because I fucking love Jake Peralta.
and
But
it's because they're good cops in just that series in that world. which
Gee.
is the same as New Girl. You saw that?
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But but yeah, the only good cops in this entire world is fucking Jake Peralta. That's it.
I mean, Hopper is
The
annoying too.
99%. But yeah, these cops, poor souls. Without Hopper, they're definitely lost.
They don't know what to do.
Um,
They're all idiots.
yeah. But okay, so we talked about Lucas, Dustin. Well, let's talk about Max again, real quick.
She's
Max,
great.
she stole the show. I mean, I kind of get her guilt, like her guilt and her grief, because she witnessed, like she
That
saw
was
the whole.
crazy. Yeah, she saw Billy die.
Yeah, I mean, when Billy died, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't give a shit. I
I
hated him.
cared. I cared with Billy because I was.
I
It's
didn't.
my biggest. I think he's handsome, and I just wanted him to like stay on the show.
Because I'm fully Team Steve. I
Oh
was
no,
like,
me
we hate
too.
Billy.
Me too.
But like in that little like Steve versus Billy, I was like very like I
Steve.
couldn't be like half and half. No,
Oh no, for
I
sure.
hated Billy, and I hate a bully. I hate the type of person that Billy was. Like
But let me
I
tell you
hated
something.
how
I hated him too, but I was flabbergasted by the performance. Like I could not believe how good he was.
his, his performance. He fucking
Incredible.
understood the assignment, but just like when he died at the end, I was like,
Like I was
yeah,
upset, but like whatever. Same as his if our boy Eddie dies. Like if Eddie dies, he served his purpose. Like it's fine
yeah.
by me.
Like I'm gonna be sad when Eddie
Oh, for
dies
sure,
because we
for
like
sure.
him. But Billy, like the only fun thing he did was hit on Mike's mom. That was the
That was
only interesting
that
thing.
was. I
Besides
really
that,
enjoyed that though. I really enjoyed.
I was into that. But Billy treated Max like shit.
He did. He did.
He wanted to he punched Steve. He treated
Why did he
everyone
even
around
punch
him.
Steve? Why did he even punch Steve? Like I don't even remember.
Le sacó la chucha. Like in season 2,
Yeah, but for
remember
what?
that
For what?
remember that Max remember first of all Billy was a racist because he wouldn't let Max hang out with Lucas.
Oh, this is true. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I remember that like Max had like a fight with the gang because they wouldn't tell her like what was going on.
Yeah.
And then Lucas came in, like she snuck out of her house like from the back in her room.
Hmm.
And when it was like night and when the parents come, they're like, "Where's Max?" And Billy's like, "I don't care, I don't give a shit, I have a date." And they're
Oh
like,
yeah,
"You're
yeah,
not
yeah,
going
yeah.
somewhere, go look for her." And then he goes house de casa en casa, that's where he meets Mike's mom. But then Mike's mom is like, "Oh, they should be at Will's house." And when he gets to Will's, there's like Steve with the kids because yeah, like 11 had left
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Hopper,
It's going down.
etc. And then like of course, I mean, Billy beats the shit out of Steve, and then Max le clava
Yeah,
like the anesthesia that they used with Will because Will was
yeah,
possessed by the Mind Flayer.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
in season 3, Dustin tells Steve like, "Dude, I've never seen you win a fight." Ha ha ha. They were like making fun of him for a minute there because he's like, "Dude, I've seen you lose like all the fights." And
yeah.
then like Steve redeems himself with one of the Russians. But yeah.
I mean, Steve, honestly, like I remember the first season when we like hated him, and then he came through. That was the come through for the come throughs. Like I was like, ooh, immediately. Like the way I switched up, like I immediately loved Steve. That was
Yeah, there was like I didn't even like thought about it wasn't even like yes, he did the shitty thing of doing like the Nancy Wheeler as a whore thing in the movie thing, but he
yeah,
was badly influenced. And I'm gonna gaslight myself. I don't care. He was
yeah.
badly influenced by
I
his
mean,
friend.
yeah, but like I think he's the perfect character of like a la hora, a la hora. They're good people.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
there's people that are shitty because of the situation they're in, and that doesn't make it like less bad. Like if you're a fucking shitty person, um,
Yeah.
but a la hora, they're gonna like
They're gonna do the right thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
because
have this
he,
friend
he,
who was like, she was really, really popular in high school, and she was kind of like friends with people that would like heavily bully me. We were also friends. And one day we were talking about it, and she was like, dude, I don't know why I did that. Like, I don't know why I was friends with them. And I was like, dude, it's literally because it wasn't that deep to you. You just wanted to have friends and plans. And as long as it wasn't something too bad, you were okay with it. But then when we grew up, she like completely disassociated from that group.
nice.
Because at the end of the day,
Yeah,
she's a good person. And
yeah, and
just
like
like Steve, yeah, like Steve is doing
Steve
like
in
the
season
high school
one,
thing.
in season one, like he does the thing with the
Mm-hmm. Spray
paint
paint.
spray paint.
Yeah.
Nancy Wheeler, blah blah blah. But then he comes back and he helps clean it up.
Yeah, like he does the high school thing because like he feels like he has to, like clearly peer pressure, and then he switches up to like he learns from his mistakes so quickly.
Yeah, we love him, and yeah. So wrapping up on Billy, I didn't give a shit that he died. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah,
handsome.
but I because I didn't give a shit that he died. When I saw the trailer and Max was like, "Dear Billy," blah 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 blah, I was like, "Max, bitch, he was a bad person." But then, honestly, thinking about it, watching the show now that the episodes came out, I was like, "Dude, actually, how fucking traumatic that must
No,
have
for
been."
sure. I know if you think about it, Max moved to Hawkins. She doesn't have anyone. She doesn't know anyone. She
No,
moved
and I
crazy.
thought that the parents had just married when they um
Uh huh.
when they moved. But in season three, where we learn about Billy's background, we
Yeah.
see a flashback, and Max was actually like maybe like 6 or 7
Yeah. Like
when,
they've been together for a while.
yeah,
So like the dad is an asshole for leaving the mom. But
and
like that's also
he
what
hit the
happened.
mom, he hit the mom.
He did hit the mom. That's
That's
what
what love.
happens the most.
We don't condone
We don't really.
violence.
Okay, so I think this is really interesting. You probably know this by basic brain shit, but screenwriting wise, like in structure, if you make a character like a husband hit a wife, it's basically impossible to make the audience like the character in the future.
Uh
Like
huh.
audiences are willing to forgive murder, but they're not. They will not forgive if you hit the wife, which honestly tracks. Like I swear to God, this tracks.
Depends on the murder. Was it self defense?
What
Was it, you know,
was I
what was the
watching?
type of murder?
Okay,
Hitting the wife. Hitting the wife, there's only one reason for it. You're a fucking asshole.
okay. I need you to watch The Wilds so we can potentially do an episode on The Wilds in the future. But there is this scene on The Wilds, and this guy who was going to be like he was kind of a killer, and then he wasn't a killer, and then he was a rapist. And the way I was so ready to forgive him as a killer, he was like, "It's fine, kill him. You're under a lot of stress." But when he sexual assault, absolutely not, absolutely
Uh,
not. No, nope. And I just like it was such an interesting like just feeling because I caught myself like drawing the line, and I was like, "Bitch, he was about to commit murder like 2 episodes ago, and you were fine with it." What?
no, but yeah, fucking domestic violence, we don't fuck
We
with this
don't
shit.
claim domestic violence in this
But
podcast.
which, learning about Billy's past, yes, make me understand where he came from, but still.
Yeah, no, he still sucks, but like it tracks. Like he would suck.
But yeah, Max being traumatized, that was
I thought it was
heartbreaking.
so sweet that she wrote Steve a letter. That
I
was
die. I
so
love
fucking cute.
it. So fucking, dude, and like just the fucking scene where she's about to die. We talked about this at the
We
beginning,
did.
like dear
Okay,
Billy.
it's the
But,
best.
but
That's
just
okay. Arguably the
but
best episode.
just the last 4 minutes of that last 6 minutes.
I
It's
think that's the best episode. Like I love the last episode because it's like I love the twists in the last 10 minutes, and I love the idea that 11 created this mess, which is crazy.
yeah.
Um, but That's just the acting on Dear
Because this
Billy.
episode, um, right now
Insanity.
I cannot point down right now a lot of stuff that happens, but I just do know that this is the episode where they meet Victor Creel and we
Hmm.
see like what happened in the house. So it
Yeah.
is a very very interesting episode from the get go, and
Yeah.
before like seeing what happens to Max at the end. Do you know that Victor Creel is
Freddy
the person
Krueger.
that? Yeah, I learned
Yeah.
that today. That
I
was a fact.
I picked it up quick. I like saw him and I was like, wait,
No, I did. I've never seen Freddy
Friday
Krueger.
I don't think you would like it. One, because
No,
you don't like horror. Also, two, because like the. Do you know what Friday the 13th is about?
Friday the 13th.
The
Is it that
Freddy.
Jason?
No, bestie. I'm doing the Freddy movies. Freddy isn't Freddy Friday the 13th. No, Freddy is Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
That's dumb. I'm so
Jason is Friday the
Jason.
13th.
Yes, you're correct. You outfilm school me right now.
So I know the movies that I will never watch, but I know about them. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, like, and
I don't.
you know,
I personally don't like Nightmare. Like I think it's. I'm gonna give you a summary so you know what the fuck is up with Nightmare on Elm Street. There's a bunch of teenagers. People start dying in their sleep. You're like, wait, what? Somebody kills you in your dreams, right? And then you spend around this movie. Let's say this movie is an hour and a half. You spend 80 minutes. Is that how long is that? That's like almost the entire movie. In the last 20 minutes, you figure out that apparently there was a person in this town that was a rapist and would like rape children and kill them. And then all the parents banded together and like burned him alive. And that
uh-huh.
person became Freddy. And then I was like, wait, what? So this was a huge thing, and none of the kids knew. Like, none of the teenagers knew. Like, hold up. There was a fucking.
You say, though, now that you say the plot, and I hadn't like connected it, Vecna kind of kills like Freddy Krueger,
Yeah,
though.
Vecna is inspired by Freddy Krueger. That's why it's so.
I thought of Freddy Krueger because Vecna's like hand does resemble the
Yeah,
claws.
yeah.
I
Like, the
did
whole
think
Freddy
about
Krueger
that.
story doesn't make. The whole. To me, the whole fucking Freddy Krueger story doesn't make a lot of sense.
Was it the 80s?
It's the 80s. I think it's
Yeah, the
1987.
80s. Some of the movies they just made them because they were making them. I think a
It's
lot of stuff in the 80s don't make sense.
there's so that it's iconic. It's fucking iconic. You can't lie. But
Culture. But yeah, so that those last 6 minutes in Dear Billy, they are truly the whole like they're the
okay,
whole show.
this is really random, but I really appreciated the fact that this fucking podcast is an entire like Steve Standing podcast. But I really appreciate the fact that Steve didn't tell Dustin that Robin is gay. I don't know if you noticed that. Because
No, I
Dustin was like
didn't.
talking to Steve. You go on another date. I
Well,
don't understand
yeah,
why you date Robin. You won't date Robin for
did.
reasons beyond my understanding. And I was like,
I
I
didn't.
fucking love that Steve shut the fuck up. Like, he kept it quiet. Like, I do think Dustin wouldn't care, but
I think
I
Nancy
love
the
the idea that he respected her
even
privacy.
Nancy. I
What?
think even Nancy doesn't know.
No, nobody knows. I don't think anybody knows.
Yeah, and for a minute there, I was like, why wouldn't they know? But then I was like, oh, it's the 80s.
I mean, we didn't know. Did you ever like? I had no clue on season 2. Like or season 3. I did not for a second think she was a lesbian in season 3.
I mean, I don't remember what I thought in that minute, but I think in
I think you
season
agree with me because
three,
we talked about this. We talked about this, like the
yeah,
whole coming out thing and how he like in 3 seconds was like ready to be an ally.
yeah. So I think like in season 3, of course they set up the whole relationship so everybody like stands them. They ship them,
Mhm.
and like the plot twist it was that she was a lesbian. But so that's why I think they didn't like give us any clues because I think the writers wanted us to ship them, right?
Yeah, for sure.
To get That's why like nobody had a clue. But yeah, like
Do
it
you
kind of made
think?
sense. Like
Do you
you
think
said
Will's
it.
gonna come out?
I don't know. I saw a tweet or like a meme or a news or something that the Will, the actor Noah Schnapp, was like, "Oh, I love that they kind of leave it up for interpretation." And somebody like quoted it like, "Dude, of course you're fucking straight. Like you don't give a shit."
Like I
Something like that.
don't know. I think it's probably. I'm guessing that this is what I think is gonna happen. I think they're gonna say
Wait, wait, wait.
what?
I saw a a tweet, a picture. I think the girl that was Chrissy, the
Yeah,
actress, she has a TikTok,
yeah,
and it was a screenshot of the comments, and they were asking her like, "Oh, did you get to meet Noah Schnapp, like
uh-huh.
Will?" And she replies like, "No, not directly, but I was able to like stand in and witness a scene they
Yeah, yeah,
were."
yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. That's
And
what
she
I'm
said,
talking.
"Yeah, it was a scene with Mike and Will talking on a couch." And she said, like, "I hope it's not a spoiler because I haven't seen she hasn't seen like the episodes that came out, so she doesn't know if that's in these
Yeah.
episodes. So really, it's not in these episodes. So maybe they're talking because Will likes Mike.
Oh, Will for sure likes Mike, but I don't think
The papelito, the thing that he took, I think that's for him. That's for Mike.
for sure. I think
So
that
I think that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
I think I
Yeah.
don't think he's gonna like tell Mike he likes him or like whatever, but I think he's gonna say something about feeling different or like weird or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean,
It's
he knows
also
that he's
babies. Like it's if he doesn't have the words for it, that's super valid.
no, and for sure, why would he like tell Mike something like, "Oh, I love you," knowing that Mike will never love him like that back because he
Yeah,
fully knows that Mike is straight.
yeah.
But I was telling Jana today, like, dude, why did they keep doing Will dirty? Like, why wouldn't he? They gave him like a fucking romance with with a kid from California. You know, like, why do they have to make him fall in love with the best friend that's like clearly straight?
That's
But then I
what
thought again,
happens. Don't
but
you
then
have
I
any
thought,
gay friends?
what
Don't you have any gay friends?
I do?
Uh-huh. Like gay guy
Yeah,
friends?
yeah.
Talk to them. Like the amount of gay guy friends I have that were for their best friends.
I know, but at the same time, like Will has been through so much. He
I
deserves a
know.
happy ending. But at the same time, it was like, it's still the 80s. Like the fact that he's gonna find another gay kid from his age, so hard.
Nuts. Like it's not gonna
It's not gonna happen.
happen.
And who can blame him? Like
Yeah.
Mike is cute.
Mike is cute. Will is cuter. Um,
Oh my god. He he
that is
pulled
a
through.
cute child. That is a cute ass child.
Always doing him dirty with the fucking wig, but
I
he's
do.
a cute.
Yeah, they do. They really try to do him dirty. Like they're trying to make him like awkward. Because he's like clearly the most handsome kid in the school. That's
Yeah.
my conspiracy. Also, like, what the fuck? I just wanna. I don't understand, and I want somebody to tell me why. 11. Why are her outfits so trash in California?
Dude, in season 3, she went to the mall with fucking Max,
Yeah,
and
and
she
she looked
I don't
great.
know what, I don't know with what money, but I remember that she bought herself some shirts,
Do you
and
remember that?
then Mike
Like, was it
Mike
Gap?
trying
Like,
to what?
was it the Gap that sold the exact shirts?
Yeah, and then like I remember Mike trying to like win her back because remember that she dumped his ass and like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. And he was. That was a great episode.
I dump your ass. Love it. But Mike tells her like I remember they were at the hospital because they were visiting the granny who went berserk, and
Poor Granny, that
he's
one.
like Mike is like, "Oh, I love your new style." So, bitch, she has style now.
Yeah,
Why is
I
she
thought about that.
why is she dressing like a hillbilly again?
I don't understand. It's very confusing to me. Why is she a hillbilly? And why is Nancy dressed like she's somebody's mom?
Her hairstyles seem to
Go get
getting
worse
so,
by season.
and like she had good hair in the
Somebody's
first
doing
season.
that. I don't know who she pissed off, but somebody's doing her dirty. Like she pissed off
Yeah,
a
she like
hairstylist.
The frizz is out of control.
Crazy.
But yeah, so we haven't talked about Joyce and Hopper.
Okay, I don't really care about Joyce right now. I care about Hopper. Hopper looks so handsome with his shaved head.
Right?
I would
But
say
like the fact that, I mean, I love Joyce and Murray, fucking dynamic
I
duo.
love it. I love that Murray's like fluent in Russian.
I love Murray. Like honestly, whatever scene he's in,
He's
I'm
cute.
invested. I love him. I love him so much.
Murray is
And
fucking great.
the fact that they I mean, they were sort of kidnapped, but they still went through like, oh, let's, infiltrate this fucking prison.
For sure. Yeah,
Like
that was
that's love.
great.
That's fucking love. And dude, Hopper, I mean, when he was eating peanut butter, my heart
Oh my god, I almost cried.
bursting.
I almost fucking cried. It was so cute. It was so similar to when 11 was eating the Eggos.
But bitch, this was like he had like 11 had never had,
Yeah, I
yummy
know,
food.
but like that's what it reminded me of.
Hopper was now fucking stranded in this prison, not knowing if he was gonna eat yummy food again, and then like his happiness.
Oh, baby boy.
And when Yuri like sold everyone out,
See, I was shook. I was really shook, but
I did not see that coming
I did not
at
see it
all.
coming either. But in my head, I think it's because I wasn't invested in Jury. Like, I wasn't that invested in him. I was more invested in like all the other people. Lena did see that coming, which I thought was interesting because I saw
No, like
she watched later. After me, she was in a Coldplay concert, Chicago, whatever. I saw her watching, and the moment Yuri came on screen, she goes, "I don't trust that bitch," and I was like, eh?
it's not. I didn't see it coming, but I was suspicious because like the moment that Hopper escapes, I thought about the scene in the trailer where he lights up the thing on fire to fight the Demogorgon. So I'm like, bitch, he does not escape. So I knew something was gonna happen, but I did not know that he was gonna sell everybody. Literally, like, oh, I'm gonna rat out Hopper. I'm gonna rat out
That was
the,
incredible, though. Like,
and I'm gonna sell the Americans. I was like,
massive
holy shit.
disrespect to Yuri, but like, honestly, he had a solid plan. Like, that was a
Oh, of
solid ass
course.
strategy. Like, that was
I,
incredible.
I cannot judge him.
Like,
Sometimes you gotta
damn,
do what you gotta do to survive.
that was crazy. That was
Not
crazy.
gonna judge him. But so last thing about Hopper and Joyce, that like the when they reunite
That was so cute.
once again, my heart melted. I had never felt so much like genuine joy
Oh, I want to watch it
between two
again.
fictional characters. Like at first, his face, he was in such disbelief that he fully thought that he was dreaming,
Oh,
and
yeah,
like in
when
the
he
last
smiled.
smiled. No, I was like,
Emily, I'm gonna cry right now. Look at me.
stop.
This.
Oh my god,
You know, I was
no.
crying talking. This is so embarrassing. Please subscribe. So I'm gonna have to pick.
But yeah, but let's just okay wrap up. Hawkins fucked up shit. 11, created this shit, and just
Okay, before we wrap anything,
the whole plot. What?
I just want to say that I fucking hate number one. Like what he did to
Oh
his
yeah,
dad, uncalled for. Like that was so
holy.
messy.
But like
Damn.
the whole plot regarding everything, like the origin story of that mansion, the origin story of how they opened originally the upside down, not in season one. Like everything made so much sense.
Hmm.
It never felt forced,
Yeah,
like
It's
Love.
incredible writing. Like it felt
Is
like
it
I
the Duffer the ones who write
yeah
the thing are the Duffer
yeah the Duffer
Brothers?
Brothers. I'm sure there's a whole ass writers from, but they're the creators. I
Like those two men deserve
all the awards.
everything.
What I want to know is if they knew this early on, because I
Yeah,
think they
they
did.
did
I think
it.
they have to because
Yes,
like
they
it
did.
fit so perfectly. It didn't
I
feel
mean,
forced at all.
they got the 5 season deal when the first season started, so they must have had something. Because why would you sign something without knowing where you're gonna lead the whole thing?
Bessie, that's what like CW does all the fucking time. Do you think they
You
fucking
know,
knew who
sometimes
fucking
it
Saul
doesn't work.
was?
A lot of times it doesn't work.
That's what
I
made
don't know.
me love them.
If they fucking came up with this shit right after season 3, I'm
Incredible.
gonna I'm gonna bow down to these two men. And I don't bow down to men. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Why do they keep? ¿Qué está pasando? Dame un segundo, voy para allá. I cannot.
Are you gonna cut this or are we leaving it? You
I
can
don't
make this
know.
decision later. Uh,
She leaves tomorrow. She's going to
oh
I
no.
think a Liam Payne concert.
No, we talked about this. It's a Louis Tomlinson concert. Liam Payne is canceled. Liam
Um,
Payne was just talking shit about
is
Sane
it
today.
Louis? I think now it's. I'll double check, but it's one
I'm
of
pretty
the.
sure it's Louis Tomlinson.
It's one of the non-important One
The
Direction
only
people.
important one is Harry Styles and then maybe Niall.
Yeah. So she's going with like one of her friends kind of invited like there are four besties, and one
That's
of the
cute.
friends invited them. They're going to Bogota, and she's leaving tomorrow, and she wants to borrow something of mine, but she's gonna have to fucking wait.
That's cute.
So yeah, like
Okay.
you were saying, like I was saying,
Like you were
I
saying.
don't bow down to men, but the Duffer Brothers deserve
They're
a bow.
the closest I'm gonna get to a bow.
A bow.
The Duffer Brothers. Incredible.
But
So
yeah,
my
so
question is, are you picking Steve too?
it's because picking one of the kids is fucking.
I don't care. It feels wrong, but like I was gonna pick Steve. I knew it before I started the fucking like fourth season.
I mean, who, you know,
Dude, Eddie is a solid pick as well. Like Eddie would have been a solid pick.
I don't know him as well.
I love the thing is I just love Steve.
Me too. I mean, I'm in between like Steve and Hopper, but Hopper has, some emotional
Hopper has
issues.
issues. Hopper wouldn't. I don't know if Hopper would be a supportive partner, if he could be.
I mean, I get where he comes from, and Peter told me yesterday, like he told me like I love how this show actually references to shit that has happened
Mm-hmm.
in real life. And
Yeah.
when Hopper tells the story of how he like worked in one of like the chemical things
Mm-hmm.
back in like Vietnam or something, not in Vietnam, but like
Yeah.
around that time. And Peter was like, hey, look up the orange patient or the orange something. And it was like a fucking chemical gas that the fucking gringos went and threw in Vietnam, and it
Yep.
deformed like people.
Yep.
So Hopper was referencing that, and that was the reason that like, maybe his daughter was born with a defect. So, I kind of get where he comes from, and like his insecurities and his addictions, and like, but honey, you need to go to therapy. But it's the 80s. In the 80s, you don't go to therapy. So I don't know. I don't know if I could live with that, knowing what I know. But he is
Knowing what
loyal.
I know.
But he's loyal as fuck.
He's
So,
very
but
loyal and he's a good dad and he's
also like,
handsome and he's very tall.
but I think I think we need to go with Steve. Like, dude, it's just
This is a Steve Standing podcast. We're sorry.
yeah, like
Um, no, we're
there's
not. We're
nothing.
not sorry. He's the best character, and I hope he doesn't die. But if he dies, I hope it's heroic and amazing. And
And but like, would they go on a season like the 5th season without him?
Yeah, no, I don't want. If he dies, let him die of the 5th season. Like, please
Right?
don't make
Like
me
the
watch a whole
last
season without him.
episode, like let him save the motherfucking day.
Yeah, yeah. If he goes, make him go, saving the day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our decision. This has been boyfriend material, you guys.
Like before we go, do you
What?
think that the fifth season is gonna like pick off with this villain, or they're gonna come up with a whole other fucking shit?
I don't know. See,
Like what could be worse
what
than this?
else could come up?
Man?
Like, I don't
That's
know
I
what else could come up.
was talking with Peter about like dude, would they come like would they defeat Vecna and then come up with another fucking monster?
No,
But like it would be too forced. I think
maybe
it's
they
gonna
defeat.
I
Maybe they
think
defeat
something
it.
I
I think.
think the last episode in this season is gonna end in like a really like big cliffhanger and season five maybe it's gonna like not be that long or something.
Yeah, that would make sense. Or maybe they defeat Vecna, and then season 5 is them trying to like pick up the pieces.
Because the the slogan for this season is every end has a beginning. So this is clearly like where they it ends,
Yeah,
but they have another season to go. So yeah.
we'll see. I hope we don't have to wait 3 years.
No, I think that the wait was because of the pandemic. I bet
No,
that
bitch.
the
The
pandemic would have
pandemic.
not happened.
I don't know. They took so long. That was insane.
But like, okay, think about it. First season came out in 2016, second season 2017, third season 2019. So it was like a year and a half ish wait. So I think that this fourth season would have come out last year if there wouldn't have been a pandemic.
Crazy. I hope. I
It is
hope.
a long ass season, so I kind of understand why it takes so long.
I hope it's 2023 at the latest.
Yeah, I think maybe like it can be at the end of next year. They better start rolling that shit, like start
Right now, because
recording.
like honestly, they're all grown ups at this point. Like Millie Bobby Brown's gonna have a BBL
I,
before we know
I saw a tweet. I saw a tweet like, "Don't go." Last thing, and we'll close the call because it's this is the longest we've recorded. But lo merita, like
it. Right,
this
for
was
sure. This is our show.
it was a fucking it was Stranger Things. So I saw a tweet like, give me a second. Shit. Hope I find it. I'm gonna die. It was something like, I don't care if they're fucking adults. I'm gonna be glued to my couch.
Me too.
Like, not ready for Stranger Things to end. Like, those kids could be 30 running around in Ghostbuster Halloween costumes and I'd still be seated. Me.
Me too. Me
Peter
too.
was like, dude, they need to end this now. They're gonna be too grown up. I'm like,
I'm
I don't
watching.
care.
I'm fucking watching.
Yeah.
Dude.
But what we're gonna end this episode with this picture.
Oh, I love him.
The tweet is like, I love when Stranger Things comes back because this picture of Joe Keery resurfaces and in my mind and it becomes my only mood. Yes.
Okay. That's it for today. We'll see you next week. Friends.
Bye.